Welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and we've got these missions. We've got to basically deliver some construction materials. We've got to paint buses. The buses, well, we can sort out. That should be pretty much trivial when we create another line. Remember, we did not create a bus line to this lacrosse, so I guess we could probably just... can we click on that? Yep, and acquire now. Well, I'll spend a little bit more money, but that means I can basically send stuff out to lacrosse. Why don't we just get that out of the way to get started? So a new line from our central sort of Alexander Road, and we're going to need an actually new station. It helps if you actually send them somewhere. Want a bus tram stop anywhere in lacrosse should do. It's small enough that it doesn't matter. And go back to this. So line 1, add a station in lacrosse, and there we go. So we can just, well, this is going to be the brown line, isn't it? Always a wonderful colour of line. So lacrosse. Okay, so we can just basically go to here, go to our road depot. Do we have new... Well, we have 3 buses available, so let's just use them up. St. Paul's Road Depot. We can get passenger vehicles, the Schneider B2, and then 3 of those. And assign them all to Minneapolis to Lacrosse. And of course, we can select them all and paint them brown.
Hooray! Lots of colourful buses cheerfully curve across the Midwest, and no one has a clue that they all belong to one and the same company, which probably wasn't the smartest move when it comes to advertising.
So we're just going to paint them all together. We're just going to paint them all the same colour again. Fine, I guess. Why don't we just select all? Can we select all? In fact, let's just select all the bus routes then. Yeah, and maybe the training bus as well. Select them all and paint them all, I don't know, grey. Do we have grey? We don't have grey. Such a shame. How about red? Okay. All the buses the same colour. That clearly is not all the buses. Okay, apprentices to trading centre. Maybe it's those as well.
Your buses are easily recognised, even at a distance. Their colour stands for top quality. There's a name for all this. It's called corporate identity.
And this is where things started going downhill in the world of, Anyway, we've got to deliver some construction materials, which is basically bricks and asphalt to over here. So you can see that icon is just a brick and what looks like road surface, or very rough road surface. So we've got to go and find out where we're going to deliver those from and where they're going to go to. So to get bricks, we're going to have to get basically from here. You see it needs stone to be delivered to be turned into construction materials. And stone, do I have anywhere in particular? Yes, stone's over here. That's annoying because it's right across the river. So I think we're going to be going in for a new bridge. And because there's no bridge down here near Lacrosse whatsoever. So that's one of them. The other material is asphalt, and that is going to be made somewhere. Here it is. So asphalt plant. Okay, and this doesn't seem to take any input. It just produces asphalt from magical amounts of stone. So that we can actually deliver down here and indeed over here as well. So the only thing remaining is to actually get a way across this river. So let's just build a way across there. Let's just see. How about some streets and a medium street? Construction not possible? Why not? Why not indeed? Do I have to select one? Stone bridge, iron bridge, no bridge. Why won't you let me build? How about if I build it here? Yes, you'll build like that. Okay, so maybe I have to build, yeah, with a bit more. There we go. Maybe let's just extend it all the way. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to stay being an asphalt road, which we've magically conjured up, even though that we actually need asphalt. Yeah, let's not go there. So we're going to basically get a couple of truck stops, truck stations. We're going to need to pick up from our stop over here. And in fact, well, we can just basically put it on this road. Yeah, so that'll do for both of those. We can pick up from that, bring it all the way down here, and it just needs to go here. You know what? I think we're going to build an even really sort of terrible road going this way. Another one going this way. Whoops, I need to get that to go straight. Is there any button to restrict this to be straight? Let's just actually make the curve first then. If it won't. If anyone knows how to restrict a road into straight lines, let me know. Maybe it's control or something. So we just basically need deliveries. So we got the stone being picked up and then being delivered. So we just need a truck stop anywhere around here. And then of course we're going to need in fact we're going to need another truck station. So why don't we just get rid of that truck stop? We should just be able to pick up and drop at the same station, I think. So that's fine, and we're going to need to take it, well, either back there or over here. Either one is a bit of a trip, so it doesn't really much matter which side I actually put it. Let's dump it right there. Create a new line for it, so we're going to go from here. Sorry, new line. Here to here. Cool, and let's just call this stone to bricks. Cool, that's all sorted, and then we can just get some vehicles from the road depot. How many trucks do I have? I have 12 trucks. All right, so why don't we just get let's just split them evenly. Let's take 4 of them. Cargo, flatbed trucks, let's buy 4 of them, and we'll have 4 for, well, 2 sets of 4 for the tasks. Stone to bricks. Okay, that's them going. Then we're going to need bricks to one of these construction sites and bricks to the other one. And then by that time, we hopefully will have new trucks available to get like the last 4, just to move from asphalt again out to each of these 2. So we'll just create a route first of all. We just need a couple of truck stops. So one over here is fine, and one over here is also fine. Then we also going to need somewhere to pick up the asphalt. So that's going to go over here. Okay, and then we need to basically get some lines together. So let's just set these up. I'm just going to pick up from here, drop here. Okay, that's one line. Add a new line again. Same thing. Just going to shortcut doing this, and I can rename them all off camera. And then the 3rd and 4th lines we're going to need, so one from here to there, and one from here again to over there. All right, so that's 4 lines in total. The last 2 are both for bricks. The first 2 are both for asphalt, and I'll rename them accordingly. And then we now have 9 trucks available. So why don't we just split them 2 each or something like that? And there goes all of our construction material. And we're now delivering the last of the asphalt. It does not take very long at all. It is just already been dropped off probably. It just takes a little bit of time to count upwards. And then we should be on to the next mission. You'll see I've got some more buses and trucks available should that become an issue. I already spent a few and added them to the existing routes to make it a little bit faster. 99. Oh, it's really going to stick on 98? Okay, well, this is another truck coming in. That does have 8 more on it, so that should... I really should put these things maybe on the right-hand side. Never remember, but there you go, 99.
Excellent. The smooth, wide streets provide for an entirely new feel on the road. The buses can drive much faster now, but that also consumes a lot more fuel. Make sure that the fuel supply is insured for the entire area you cover, not that you're suddenly left high and dry, out of gas on the open road. Until recently, people still thought that crude oil might become scarce someday. How wrong can you be?
Ha!
Make
Yes,
sure
of
that
course
the
not.
never-ending supplies of oil are directed to fuel production.
Okay, so it wants us to establish a railway line to supply the fuel refinery, which is over here, which we just built a road to. Now it's a railway. From oil. That's fine, because that is probably nowhere nearby. Let's go and check the contours, however. How horrible is it to get from one place to the other? So if we just follow this contour line here, is there any way around that? No, there is not. And in fact, if we look at this side, you'll see that this is... Let's just tilt this down a little bit so you can see... There we go. So if we try and go this way, crossing these contour lines, we can try and get through the middle there. Maybe. That will mean going through an awful lot of forest. The other way, we'll have to go up this sort of way and then around. That may actually be a little bit better to actually do, and it's fairly close to the road. And of course, other places rather than being off in the middle of nowhere. That may get some reuse. So why don't we just think about planning it to go that way, this sort of direction, as you can see from my mouse cursor. All right then. So to do that, I think I want to maybe cross. Where do I want to cross? Maybe I should bring it back here and then around that way, I think. Yeah, let's try that. So back into rail. And now let's just go for a cargo station. Yeah, the modular kind. And we'll just tilt those around. And this just has to be connected essentially to that. There we go. That counts as connected, but you can see it's dug into the hillside. On this side, not so much. Will you count? No, it has to be connected sort of to the road area, which that is. Okay, and that's the terminus there, and then we just need to basically build it all the way around, and then let's just see what it's going to be like at the other end. I'll obviously do all the sort of placing of various track off camera, but where do I want it to go? I want it to go on this side ideally, so let's just spin that around. And let's just get that connected right on that corner. If no, does that count? Yes, it does count. Good. That was almost lucky. Let's get the track down, and then we can think about some depots and some trains. And there's our continuous track all the way down here, all the way to this depot. Well, not the depot, but the delivery point. So let's get the usual sort of train depot. Maybe add around here somewhere with a couple of different directions it can go in. Tracks from one to the other. And tracks going this way. That's all connected. Yep. So a railway line to supply the fuel refinery with oil. So we just need to set our line. Why don't we just think about going to the train depot by vehicle, and we can set this up. So locomotives, well, we have electric locomotives. Interesting. Can we actually get this to be running on electric? Do we need anything specific? Let's just choose the common red color again. So let's add this and let's see if it'll let us do that. And then we're going to get we already multiple units. Cargo. That will take crude oil. So why don't we just get oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to add that. I'll modify it to add these cargo wagons. Hopefully that is going to work. Or modify this. Do I need to send it back to the depot? Oh yeah, you can just basically add the carts on as long as it's in the depot. That'll work just fine. And then of course we're going to assign it to a new line and then use this shortcut to basically say we want that line from over there coming all the way down to over here. And that is going to be fine, and we can just rename it. So crude oil to fuel, okay? And that's that sorted. For producing fuel, that should happen all by itself. You see it's popping down here right now. And we have more than enough sort of platform. Yep, and it's also pretty fast, this electric. Let's take a look. How fast is this thing? Vehicle manager, train depot by vehicle. So this one is, does it give me, top speed, there we go, 120 kilometers per hour. That's actually getting really quite fast for the 1920s, I suppose. So yeah, Steam is stuck down at 80 kilometers per hour. So yeah, we definitely want to have the electric locomotives. We may, of course, need sidings to get them to pass each other when we do that. We could purchase a second one and have them running at the same time, basically, but I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't have any quantity here for me to deal with. Just says deliver some fuel. Just have to wait for this to get back to the fuel refinery now. And it didn't pick anything up. Why? I know you have something, right? Hang on. This is connected to here. Yes. Okay. This. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Does that need to pick up from somewhere? Because it looks like it's a conversion. There it is. Okay. That is an oil well. And oil has to be converted first of all. And of course, it probably doesn't have any right now. No, it does not. So we are going to need a way of connecting multiple of these together. We could go by road, I guess, if we had any road vehicles that can transport that, but I guess it'll only allow trains. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, this does not have a barrel symbol, so we have to go by train. Which means we're going to need to have a new bridge. And I think we'll need a new bridge, probably come down here towards this sort of direction. So why don't we just get that sorted? Oh no, really? Did I have that selected? Yes. Okay. Tracks, I should say. Zoom in to build. We're going to build it, so I want it to go across sort of that direction right there. Okay. There's where we're going to put our station. Let's drop a cargo station down. This I could do with this being close by. Let me see if I can connect it with a road first of all. Street, just a regular dirt road first of all, like that. And if I put a train station down there, will you count? You will. Good. So then we can use that as the basis for connection over here. Let's just pull it this way a little bit, and then this should pull it back, and there we go. We'll connect the whole thing up this side. Okay, that's that sorted. We of course will need a second locomotive for that, and that does mean I'm probably going to need to get either another depot or a section of track to connect these two. Let's just try a section of track. How expensive is it? It's quite expensive. Construction not possible. Construction not possible. Can I just continue to drag that? Yep, and then is that already connected? That is not connected. Okay. Yep, this is going to be a bit fiddly. Bear with me. Well, that's now connected, and I have even put a siding up here with a couple of signals on, as before. So again, we will just buy the same electric vehicle, and then a tank car, or, well, all we get is a tank car. Can't have any options there, so let's get 3 of those. 14 million per vehicle. 14 million. Okay. And then let's create a new line. So there we're going to get, let's add the station over here. Okay. And this is station over here. Okay, and that's already started. So this isn't really crude oil to fuel, is it? Yeah, that's consumers, fuel refinery. So let's just see what it actually calls this thing. Fuel refinery, suppliers, just an oil refinery really. So crude oil to oil is probably the best name for that particular line. So crude oil to oil. Crude oil to oil. And then this one then gets renamed oil to fuel. Okay, and both of those are set up. That's a lot of my money gone. 16 million of my dollars just gone. Anyway, this should head out here and should be able to do its job. Yeah, that one's going to go up there along the sidings. This one can then proceed. Yeah, everything's going to work. And then, of course, on the way back, it can go its own way down this way, and this train is going to come all the way down here, and then pick up some crude oil. So that should be enough for that particular mission. So that's now set up, and we've got a new mission that's changed. Basically, I need to deliver the fuel, and it needs to go to gas stations.
Benefits every facet of society. Nonetheless, it's already caught the attention of some very vocal opposition. It's being claimed that cars and buses harm the environment.
No.
That's nonsense, of course. But despite that, it's worth taking a few measures to appease the critics.
Yeah, let's accept it.
The opposition to motorization demands More green ought to compensate for the endless streams of traffic that allegedly plough through the cities. Well, if that's all they want.
Okay, so I guess we're just going to plant trees. Lots of trees. Until it tells us we're done. It does say over on the left-hand side, I should say, that it does tell you exactly how many you need. 596 points. You get 2 per tree. So let's drop a few more. And some of them are being destroyed because people are building buildings and such, but there we go.
The disgruntled voices have been modified. Your measures have dispelled their concerns about motorization. And as a matter of fact, lately the air does feel fresher somehow.
Okay, so back to delivering fuel again. So supply gas stations with a total of 100 units of fuel. So we know our fuel station is over here. Although we may actually want, that is not connected. Let me just get rid of this asset brush. We know that this station here is not connected to this refinery. So if we want stations delivering this, let's go and take a look. Do we have basically road vehicles that can take it? Yes, we can. So a flatbed truck for some reason can take fuel. Okay, we don't have any tankers yet, clearly. All right, but you'll see on the map there are these spots where we can actually deliver to. Those are all of the actual stations. So there should be, yeah, there we go. Gas station. Cool. So, as usual, we're just going to drop a truck stop right there. And we're going to look for other places too. So there's one right here. I'm going to drop one there. And then it doesn't say to any specific gas station. So I'm just going to leave it for those two, and then I'm going to put basically a truck station over here to pick up from. In fact, can we pick it up from... Can we get that connected to both? Yes, we can. Okay, and I'll just make it a little bit easier to get stuff going. So fuel. Okay, fuel... fuel 1, let's just call it that, because it's just going to go to particular stations. We don't have to worry too much about what it's actually doing otherwise. So 1 there, and then 1 here. Okay, so that's fuel 1. And then fuel 2, etc. Same place. I think we've put one over here, have we? Somewhere? I can't see from this particular overlay. Where are you? Ah, there it is. Okay. Fuel 2, add a station right there. Cool. All right, as usual, let's just go back to our road depot. We have 15 trucks available. Let's just put, I don't know, say 3 trucks on each one, shall we? Although it does need to get 100, but that should be fine. So let's just get 6 trucks. I want to be a bit careful about my money. So fuel 1, fuel 2, and off they go. This should come out of our road depot. I suppose I should create another one of those because it's going to be quite far away. It's all the way over here, but they should make it just fine, and we'll deliver that fuel. And here we are, almost at completion, 96 out of 100, and I've got 6 fuel routes going to all of the ones with flames all over the map. Now you can see them all over, and it does take time to get there. However, they are going by road, but each of them has got 3 trucks on it, and we've got 3 trucks spare. So you can see we've got 34 trucks in use now, and the buses have not bothered expanding. I did consider also adding an extra train on this route here, because we have a look up here on this station. You'll see that this is getting transport ice stuff has been taken from it just fine. This one, however, no. No, it definitely has more room to actually output more crude oil. So we could put another train in, but they're giving the trains a 14 million each, at least the ones I've configured anyway. We may want to either just take the existing train and add more cars onto it or something along that kind of line. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. We will see if we need to actually spend on anything else before deciding to, well, yeah, purchase even more expensive trains. So yeah, I think we'll leave that there. 98, okay. Jump forwards 2, please. That'll be nice.
Supplied, thanks to you. The population of Minneapolis is well supplied too, with local transportation. Too well. While your long-distance bus business flourishes and thrives, in the local transportation sector you have to prevail against public mass transit operators. That's annoying. Make sure that this unwelcome competition runs out of steam. Too many passengers are still using the municipal streetcar facilities. You need to provide a more attractive offer at lower prices so that things don't stay that way.
Okay, so offer a better service than the town's tram lines with your buses. Doesn't say how, but yeah, so most attractive offer at the lowest prices. Too many passengers still using the municipal streetcar facilities. So we want to attract them with buses, which presumably just means multiple buses in the same area.
The milling company wants to communicate to customers that its product is extra high quality. Help it with this endeavor.
However, you can see we've already got multiple routes set up with the buses. And so they're already taking that percentage. So presumably I don't need to do anything. I'm going to leave that alone. Housewife Betty, accept.
The flour factory wants its clientele to believe that every grain of wheat is sorted by hand before processing. Have samples from various production facilities delivered to give the impression that only the best grain is used.
Okay, so deliver grain from 2 different farms to the food processing plant. This is food processing, so we're looking for the wheat symbol on the map. Okay, so one's there. Okay, we can see that much. Where's the other farm? I could be blind. Oh no, there's another farm here. So yeah, one from over there, one from over here. Yeah, this one's going to be particularly easy. It's going to go by road. And then this one, less so. We've only got... Oh no, we do have... Is that... No, that's a rail bridge. Do I have any road bridges? Just down here, it seems. Well, it will make it there, but I'd rather it didn't go that way. Probably going to go this way, if anything. That's not too bad again. So, fine. Let's just pick that up. Truck stop. Outside. Let's just put it there. It's closer. And then let's go pick up stop over here. And one all the way over near this farm. But ideally on the other side of it. So spin that around. Okay. Easy enough. Couple of lines. Let's create one. Go from here to our processing facility. Okay, and a new line again. Same thing, but from this farm to that processing facility. And we'll rename them later. We'll just switch across to our road depot. Buy some vehicles, and let's just buy 4 of them. In fact, we don't have any particular quantity. Let me just buy 2. And I'll set 1 to line 1. And 1 to line 2. And off they go. Deliver grain, 0 of 2. Fine. And I guess I'll just rename these off camera. Okay, and here comes our truck. It's that one right there. And that should be delivering the second grain. And you hopefully will just turn around. Yep, there you go.
Very good. The customers are convinced that the quality is outstanding. Credit for this also goes to the nation's most famous housewife. A lady by the name of Betty praises the product regularly on her radio cooking show. Make sure that her face is seen on every street corner.
Okay.
No matter where you go, the portrait of Betty, the perfect housewife, advertises for the best flour there is. But there's a rumor going round that the lady doesn't really exist at all.
Fine. So competing with the tram, we just have to wait for our buses. You can see that the buses available are at 20. I have been grabbing a few as and when they become available and just assigning them to the different routes. And if you have a look at our routes, you'll see there are already lots of people waiting at the bus stops. So we shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. And I'm just going to carry on and just basically grab the same thing. I think I want another... I'm going to say another 6 vehicles at least. So passenger, another 6 vehicles, please. Okay, and because I already signed a couple to the first line, I just want a couple more to each of the other 2 lines as well. And there we go. So we've got more buses going on with the trams. We just have to wait. I think maybe this training staff says basically increase the number of available vehicles to at least 10. I presume 10 in each of these categories. So we may have to wait for 10 trucks to become available. So I'm not actually using any more trucks at the moment. Let's just wait for this tram to complete and I'll jump you forwards to when that happens. And it's at 99% and 100. Everything's done. All of the actual sub-component or sub-missions are done. And we didn't have to do that training. That was just a gauge, it looks like, just to show us how well we've done. So yes, mission complete. And let's return to the main menu.
A small country in the heart of Europe, surrounded by nations increasingly at odds with each other. The 1930s have dawned, and the whole world groans under the weight of a severe financial crisis. Switzerland, too. The word is, be thrifty and use available resources wisely. And don't ever antagonize anyone. That will be bad for business, which is bad enough anyway.
So that takes us into the next episode, where we're going to be heading into the 1930s, presumably with better trains, looks like, or from the small screenshot we've got there. And we'll see where that is. But we'll have to wait till the next episode to do that. And then there are 3 more missions in this chapter 2 after that point, presumably more air travel beyond that point. So we're going to be heading all over the globe. But for now, thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to put comments down below if you want to make any suggestions. Of course, you can like the video if you want to, or indeed, you can click on the bell if you want notifications for more episodes. Otherwise, as I've said before, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.